I will say build the complete application with cloud on and everything else. So it is asking for this. So what I'll say is, for now use the Google Gemini, and for the database, whatever you are asking, the URL you cannot use the internal database itself for this. Okay, I'll say enable database. So now it is instead of the other application, it is its own internal database called Firebase. So I'm building a Firebase along with everything right now for this application. Okay, so I allow so on the lovable, what I am doing is I allow this thing. So now it will build the complete application for me. So see here user, here's my professional resume, delete KBS, AI operations strategist, my professional summary, operational fit, Apple alignment, core strengths, AI fluency, etc. Then my selected work and impact, thought leadership, what I have done, my education. So all of that it has built as a single page summary that has more chance of at least getting shortlisted than a random resume, the same resume that I'm sending for different jobs. Now with the help of AI, I can actually, build resumes for different job descriptions in a customized manner that could really help me to build it overall. Okay. So folks, did you understand this workflow? So what I have done is, I went to the individual pages. I have used the Ask Gemini feature to summarize. Then I have taken the summary, put it in GenSpark AI Docs to create the resume for myself. Resume creation clear, that you can create a resume in this complete thing, right? Yeah, that's the idea. All right. So as the next piece of application is getting built, let me talk to you about a few other things overall. First, if you want to copy this code and use it somewhere outside, you have the files that is available over here, wherein all the files that will be generated will be used overall. Then you have the cloud, wherein you have a typical database that you can use. So all the database that I want to use, this is the database, this is the users auth settings that I am building overall with this. So that is exactly how you are trying to build your complete application. Okay, let us check on AI Studio. This also is building it completely, but you have your basic front end which is ready. Okay, so you are building your schema of your database, you are building your complete pages overall, and then you are setting it all up. So now your entire effort that you are trying to do is to build this complete database. Okay, so if you want to say publish, right? So because it is going to build,
Chris.
I'll go to my dashboard and I'll show you for my previous project, would I publish it?
You are from which place? Which country?
Okay, so here there is a publish button. So when I say
Hi.
click publish, I can either go with the website URL which is
Just
available
comment
on the
below
free
from
plan,
which country
or
you
I
are.
can say add custom domain, and in the add custom domain,
I'll be
either
able
I
to
buy
know
a new domain, it is giving me
you
options
are
like
from which country,
hometruth.app,
which
hometruth.dev,
location, what do you do.
hometruthbuyers.com, or I can connect an existing domain that I own from Lovable or any other way. So when you say connect domain, there are a set of features that you can use to connect your domain. On Google AI Studio also, it is somewhat the similar features overall. That
Hi.
is how it would use. Okay, and you can connect any domain that you want for your project. One more thing that you'll need to understand is if you want to,
Hi.
download the files of these projects, why is it saying not there? So you go to the code, you have the entire code that you want to build for every of your this thing. I can download these files, I can download the complete code and then take it to a different place and improve it upon there. So I can take the code written by Lovable and build it somewhere else also. And I have got the security feature where I can scan any of the application for security, and because there is a lot of vibe coding security flaws people are finding out, you can use this security scan inside Lovable to check. Google AI Studio currently does not have that security feature, right? But you can use this feature inside Lovable, and that's why the difference between paid plan and the free plan. On the free plan, you have to be careful. On the paid plan, you have a lot of checks and balances so that you can go ahead and try to do that. So on Google, if you want to create your own domain, if you want to build something, you will have to try to, when you publish this app, right, you will have to go get started, publish your version, connect your public URL via Google AI Studio. I'm not going to get into that portion. I will leave it up to you, but you can try to figure it out by yourself. It is not very complicated. Okay, so now I have this application completely. Let me say sign up. Okay, I will use my, this is my disposable email. I don't check it, so anybody is writing me, expect no responses on this email. And I will put, okay, error on. So if you are getting an error, I will say getting this error. For now, I will say remove the or, so I can test the product name features. So I say remove the or so that I am get test the main product. Okay. So when you build your application, you have to be ready for a little bit of back and forth. You will have to, there will be a lot of issues that will come, but in a systematic manner, step by step, we just have to give the feedback back to the app in English itself. In English, if you are able to give the feedback, it will take care of the rest. Okay, I just use tabs. Alright, so let us check back on our dashboard. Okay, so here it is saying it is all ready, so it says start free. So it's still building. So you see this button, right? It means it is still building. So it is just the front end that is ready, the back end is all getting ready. Okay, so this one is saying it is ready. So it is saying I switched the authentication to use Google sign in. Email password authentication disabled by default. Now the login sign up use with a simple sign in with Google, which will work perfectly out of the box. You can test the rest of the app. So I'll say sign up. I'll say continue with Google. This. Okay, who am I? Really? What's my date of birth? Okay, blah blah. I just Okay, this is next. My stars, I'll say moderate, and I'll say next. I want to use rate, let's say finish. So it is giving me some breakfast already. It has logged in a few things from the testing. Okay, so either I can add a photo or I can put a chat. Okay, so or I can put in the information. So I'll go to chat and I will say this. I had for breakfast half a bowl of millet. That is a shift that is. So it is saying plot, but actually it is doing this, this. I'm just logging in again.
Hi, Ampira. What's up? How are you? What's up? How do you do?
So again, there is a problem. I'll say remove the authentication part.
Streaming for chilling here. What do
I
you
am
say? Streaming
unable
for. Yeah, I'm chilling.
to access the main application.
How
Okay, so
about you?
some kind of debugging to say that I don't want the authentication. I'll add it back later once I have checked everything else. Let us check over here. So it says it has built or not. What is it saying? It is saying it has built or not. Let me see, start for free. So I can put in my name or I can say continue Google. I'll say continue Google. I will sign it up. So I'm signing now completely. There I am doing this. So onboarding, what do I call delete? And I just put some value. Here it date. Date 21. So moderate. Continue. I'll say loose. I have say vegetarian. Okay, this is a nice note. Google did not pick this up. It is saying whether I'm a vegetarian or not. Continue. Starting target is this. It says start tracking. Okay. Why again it is saying this. I already gave all my information. Again, it is starting from step 1 on the onboarding process. So I want to get into the product directly. Fix it for me. Okay, so when you are building this application, you will encounter problems like this. So you'll have to take it one by one and try to fix it. So I'm trying to fix it in Lovable. I'm trying to fix it in Google AI Studio so that we can get it in use. Okay. So I'll ask have you typical day. Actually, usually when I build this apps, it comes out very well. But today I think it is having some problem. No worries, I have built this app before, so I can show you that version also in case I'm not able to fix these things. So typically fixing is very easy. You just have to keep going step by step, see what is not working, give it feedback and ask it to fix it completely. Okay, so now it has come over here. So let me log a meal. So I can say what did I have? I had a half log of millet noodles. Let's say go ahead. So millet noodles is here. 100 calories is what it is saying. I can say breakfast, I can say confirm and log, and my millet noodles is logged. Okay, if I want to remove, I can remove also. Now what I can do is in here, I can either type or chat or add a photo. So let me add a photo for lunch. Okay, so I'll add a photo. I will take or choose the photo. So I'll choose a photo. I will take a pizza photo, typical pizza. So I have added a pizza photo over here. Okay, so for lunch, quantity 2 slices, 570, etc. I don't need to put basil leaves, so I'll remove this. I have cheese pizza, I'll confirm and log, and my log is confirmed. So the basic part is working. Now I'll check on the nutritionist chat. So I'll ask, can you check what I ate and what should I further eat today? Okay, so when I go to today, I have all of this available: bread, noodles, cheese, pizza, etc. When I go to chat, it is this. Can you check what I ate and what should I eat further today? It looks like a food log is empty, and it is saying this. My food log is not empty. Check again. Okay, so there is a problem where my nutritionist chat is not able to see my current entry, so I have to fix that. So what I'll ask is, the nutritionist chat is not able to see the entries I have already made, so it is missing the context. Can you fix this error? And I'll ask it to build it up. Okay, so this is the way. So you saw that to some extent this application is ready. You could sign up, you could log in this, it could log in photos, you could log in by text. It is able to do all of that. Let us check on Google how it has done. Okay, so now it is saying set up profile. It has removed the login, so I should be able to do this quickly. And I'll say next. And set so it has given some things. So now what I'll do is I will attach a photo. I'll see the same photo and see if it is able to recognize or not. some error. I think Google Studio has not built it properly, so I'll have to fix it step by step. The fixing process is very simple. I need to tell exactly what feature to fix and tell it that this feature is not proper, this feature is not proper, and it will fix it. Okay, for example, over here, right, for me, all of the steps are almost ready. It is just the nutritionist which is not working. I can also fix the nutritionist and take it forward. Okay, so this is the complete thing. I can go to settings and I can do this. I can also check on what the memories that AI can remember about me. So I can fax my AI coach knows. So no memories yet. They will be created automatically as you chat. So as I keep chatting with AI, it will try to understand. So I'll say I am a vegetarian who has allergy to brinjal. Remember, there is some UI error, in fact, because it is going and coming back, but let us see. When I see here, it is present. Okay, I'm going to settings and see if memory is updated. So you look at this dietary restrictions, vegetarian and allergic to brinjal eggplant. So the memory gets automatically updated when I ask it to do that. So it's a very intelligent application we have built. There are only a few things missing, but more or less this application is built. After I fix the application, I will say publish, and it will be published into the Lovables cloud infrastructure, and I don't have to worry about scaling up and down. As more users come, it will try to scale up and down itself. So folks, how do you like this application we have built? We have taken like 45 minutes overall, but we have built a great application which has got a lot of the features already working. Right? And this is something, once you fix the basic things, you can put it in the hands of users and you can try to take it off. Alright, so now let us check on the pricing, like how much we have consumed for building this. So we were at 137, 135 when we started. So we used almost 11 credits. 11 credits means around $3 we have spent to create application. So $3 means approximately 300 rupees INR, give or take. Okay, so $3 around 300 rupees INR. That is your overall pricing for this. Now imagine if you were to choose a full stack developer who has to build this out. That full stack developer who has to build this out completely from scratch, imagine how much they would charge. And imagine the power you have as a non-technical person. You just need to have clarity of ideas and you have the capability to build stuff. Okay, how do you fix the errors? Very simple. You just have to see what is not working, explain in chat what is not working, AI will automatically fix it. It's a patient process where you keep chatting with AI. Any error message that pops up, you take the screenshot of the error and let it know. It will keep fixing it over and over again. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the session. So quick recap of what we have done. We started with our entire concept of vibe coding, and we thought we will do website, improve an existing website along with building a new website as well as the web application. So we improved the existing website with the C2R2 framework where we capture, critique, redesign and rebuild. Then we create a new website with the PDB framework where we brand, design and then build. And then we try to build the complete product with the 5-step, 6-step framework where features, competition analysis, MVP, design, PRD and then you can build. Anybody can be a builder. You need two things. One thing is you need to require clarity on what you want to build. Second thing is patience in terms of fixing each and every error as it happens. Alright, so Funny, over to you. You can take it forward from here.
Wonderful, Dilip. Thank you so much. Folks, how was the session on a scale of 0 to 10? Let me know on the chat. Are you all excited to build right now? And also understand that this is an iterative process, right? As you start practicing, you will learn more about white coding than what you have learned in this session as well. I love the responses. I want all of you to also quickly think and drop in on the chat as to what would be one application or product that you might want to go ahead and build. You can think about it. I will open the chat to ask you the responses once again. But as all of you think about it, we have also gone ahead and uploaded the resources to your Google Drive. So I'll share the Google Drive folder on the chat so that it stays on the top. And there are a few questions that came in, Dilip. Maybe we could answer those questions as well. One is related to the costing of vibe coding applications, right? If someone is starting out, should they really go ahead and take a subscription, or can they start out on the free products that are on the free credits that they essentially get? Any suggestions there?
So lovable, when you sign up for free, they'll give you daily 5 free credits. You cannot build products, but easily you can build websites. Start practicing on Google AI Studio. They give generous daily limits. You can use that to build your stuff. Build your craft very good on Google AI Studio, and then you start building it on other platforms. So that is my suggestion. Start on AI Studio, and then you can go to other platforms and build out your stuff.
Yeah, and if you are asking about the whiteboard, we will be uploading the whiteboard as well. The other question, Dilip, that also came in from a few people is two questions. One is, can we monetize vibe coding? And the second one is, how are tools like Cursor or anti-gravity different from tools like Lovable or even Claude Code, right? So if you could share your insight on that.
So can you monetize? Absolutely yes. Whatever product you have built, you can give it for people to use, and you can charge them some subscription so that you can cover the costs of hosting it on the listing. But mainly vibe coding is for testing your idea quickly and see if it has got merit, and you try to build that app. Okay. Now Cursor, anti-gravity and other ones, they are slightly different. Okay, I'll give you the description. Lovable and AI Studio are meant for natural language building. It is for people who are completely non-technical and are scared and want to start their vibe coding. So once you have built some few vibe coded products on AI Studio and that, then you can go back into tools like Cursor and anti-gravity. Those tools like Cursor and anti-gravity you can then use to even refine your product. So it is about sharpshooting. Lovable and this helps you build a very good user prototype. But if you want more control, okay, I want this feature, I want it this way, control you will obtain in Cursor and anti-gravity, but at the cost of a little technicality. Non-technical people can still use Cursor, but the interface feels a little bit overwhelming, and that is the trade-off when you are working with Lovable versus Cursor and anti-gravity.
Wonderful. And Dilip, we also yesterday went ahead and called a few engineers to this particular session of the mastermind, right? Would you like to share any thought towards the engineers before you share your final advice to everyone as well, right? Like specifically to the engineers who think what would be happening because of the vibe coding era that is coming up today.
I think I'll open my window. Usually, I think I have my window open wherein I keep browsing and bookmarking a few advice that I get from people. Instead of me giving advice to everybody, I want to show advice that people have already given. Okay, it is for engineers, it is for non-engineers, everybody. I will address each crowd as I go through this advice. Let me do that right away.
Yeah. And yesterday we were also talking about the AI generalist or the AI orchestrator mindset, especially Vaibhav was also talking about it. I would want you also to share your perspective before we wrap this session.
Got it. So I will share my perspective, but I will not share my perspective. I will share my commentary on thoughts where I am aligned with. because people might think, I am pulling things from thin air and just blabbering whatever I want. Earlier, when we were talking about this, I know the backlash we got saying that, people are just making things up, you are just telling things just like that, etc. So I want to anchor my discussions exactly with how I want to show. For example, this is a company called Atlan. It is a very big company out there, and this is the founder Tukalpal, who said engineers at Atlan are not allowed to code anymore. That is a ban. You are only allowed to teach AI how to code. Okay, so what it means is the era of, so it's not, I'll address that also, does not mean engineers are irrelevant. What it's trying to say is engineers operating in the old method are irrelevant. Okay, so that is why you are supposed to use AI, you are supposed to teach how to use AI to code, and then now people are saying, okay, now that you know how to use AI to code, I want you to extend it to every function like customer success, marketing, sales, all of the functions. I want you to extend this mindset of teaching AI how to do stuff with the help of agents. That is the agentic shift that is happening. Okay, now people who are in the early stages of your careers, okay, in AI orchestration, there has been never a better time for early career professionals to command the attention of leaders in your company. How become the AI guru in your company? You have learned a lot of stuff in the mastermind. Start talking about it with your leaders, your manager's manager, and try to help people understand the world out there. Okay? So if you are an engineer, evangelize Claude Code or anything, etc., and start using it and show people how to use it very well and get that adoption. Okay, you have learned a bunch of engineers have learned a bunch of techniques. Talk about that with your engineering leader. If you are an engineering leader, talk about that with your CTO and get it started implementing your organization. It's very, very, very important. Okay, the future role, the way it is going to morph. So this person is called Aaron, who is the CEO of Box, a multi-billion-dollar company. You can look him up. What he is saying is, you are jumping from working with a chatbot to having an agent that helps automate a process. You are going to move from that, and therefore you are going to have 500K to 1 million jobs created for agent operators. Okay, that is the number of jobs that are going to be created. This is a role that does not exist today, but it's going to be common in a very near future. I think 5 years is an overkill, right? What this person will do is an agent operator who is going to operate multiple agents. Okay, and for that you need to know how to work with AI, what is the agentic framework. Your fundamentals have to be solid if you need to scale to that. So this mastermind gave you a glimpse into those fundamentals. You have to go deeper and understand it further than what you have been doing. It doesn't matter whether you are engineer, whether you are non-engineer, etc. For engineers, the future of software engineering is going to be agentic coding, not vibe coding. Agentic coding is you have multiple agents working in parallel to build stuff for you. It is the agentic coding. Okay, so Anthropic has published actually this report where they are talking about what is the inferred productivity for a particular group. Okay, what is the inferred productivity? So in a scale of 1 to 7, management, computer and math is almost clocking near 5. 5 out of 7. So 1 being the least productive, 7 being the most productive, you are clocking around 5.4. The scale is little deceptive. It feels as if legal is very small, but look at the x-axis. It is all 4.6 to 5.4. So on a scale of 1 to 7, you are getting all of these things very, very productive. In fact, Andre Karpathy has actually done this process of showing what is the effect of jobs with AI. What is the effect of jobs overall? And look at this. When you see red, right? For example, I'll show you some this thing. When you see red, it will feel like, oh my god, red means that there is something brutal that is about to happen. Absolutely not. Okay, I want you to rethink this picture in a different way. What you should understand is, if you are seeing a deep red overall, what you need to do, what you understand is, you have the capability of improving your work so much. For example, there is this network and computer systems administrators. You have a great opportunity to automate a lot of stuff that you have been doing, right? So if you look at the digital AI exposure, okay, this gives you top executives 6 out of 10 digital AI exposure. Software developers, it is 9 out of 10. Now the coloring is little deceptive. You might feel that, oh my god, something bad is going to happen. It is not. It is just that your job is going to be affected positively if you are able to adopt AI. If you adopt AI, your job is going to affect very positively. You can do the work of 2 to 3 people with the help of the orchestration with AI. So all this sea of red, the kind of jobs you see, even the top executives, you should be able to change your work, become more productive, get work to do more things with the help of AI. Every job is going to get affected. The hand laborers, material movers currently is green, but once robots come to the force, like Unity Robotics, you should check them out. Check out the kind of robots they are shipping. Once that becomes mainstream, that also will start affecting. So I also want to show you this thing about how productive organizations are built. And in productive organizations, the roles are going to change into system architects, which are the technical people. So if you are a technical person, you will become the system architect overall, and the non-technical people will become validators and experts of relationship. That means they will reconcile the output of agents and make judgment on which output should be considered for decision making. System architects are the ones who will actually orchestrate the agents, and these are the technical folks. So you'll see technical folks become system architects, non-technical folks become validators and relationship experts, and either of them could become the chief accountability officer, who would be the founder. The founder will kind of check everything that is happening and make decisions. The higher you go, the more impact the decisions take, and that's a wrong thing that is happening. Okay, so there is this other article that has come where they said experience is now a tax. Okay, where they talk about 2 kinds of people. One, a chief information officer who never heard of Claude, who never opened Claude, who never did white coding and trying to traditionally do things and stuff, and a person in the same company who is adopting all these tools and doing fast. So at that point in time, what typically happens, the behavior is the CIO will say, these are not approved tools, so don't use that, etc. Okay. If your organization is not supporting it, if you think because my organization is not supporting these tools, I'm not going to learn AI, that is the biggest mistake. Don't fall into that trap. Your organization is not your life. Your organization is an organization you are working, and your personal upskilling is a different ball game altogether. If your organization is helping, well and great. If your organization is not helping, try to put a little bit of investment, okay, in yourself, in those tools to learn and solve the problems. I'm not saying you have to do it with us only. I'm not saying you have to do it with Outskill only. Do it with anybody else in the world. It doesn't matter. But do it. Don't neglect it. Anybody who says that, you know what, this is all a myth, it is going to flow under the water, there is a lot of hype going on. People said before with all of this, but still not going to happen. Absolutely not. There is a reckoning coming. I'm not saying that jobs are going to go away, but jobs are going to have a heavy transformation, and you need to be upskilled to learn in respect to that. Okay? So don't let your experience become a tax, let it become the judgment. And this is the other way of looking at it. Right? Everybody assumes that AI is going to flatten the talent distribution. What it does is it amplifies. Okay? When AI can build a lot of variations, your judgment with the number of years you have accrued becomes very, very important. And that judgment can only come when you also play with AI. Irrespective of your years of experience, you have to play with AI and figure out how you can do the roadmap with you. You can try it out and learn it by yourself. But please do it. I cannot under stress or I cannot overstress this part a lot. I think Vaibhav also talked in detail yesterday about this, right? See, he has a lot of access to people behind closed doors. There are umpteen founders who are calling Vaibhav day in and day out and asking, hey Vaibhav, what should we do? We want to do this. How should we move ahead? Right? We have founders walking into our office, sitting with him in closed room discussions on how they could do AI adoption for their organizations. Right? So that wave is going to take some time to come and reach the shore. But the person, the surfer who knows that the wave is coming, they will reach the peak. Okay? So go into the uncharted waters, play around with AI. Don't let it come to the shore and say, I will adopt, because on the shore there are millions of people around there. Everybody, millions are waiting on the shore to adopt it when it reaches there. But the people, the ones who go into the uncharted waters and ride the surf, the surfer who rides the wave, they will be at the top. And when the on the shore people are looking, they will look up to the surfer who rode the wave to carry them forward. Okay? With that, I will stop and I will hand it over to you, Fred.
No, I think very, very beautifully put. I see a lot of young people as well in this batch of the mastermind, probably because of Rajmani's podcast with Vaibhav. Like you mentioned, I think the advantage that all of the young career professionals today have is that the future is going to look entirely different. And if you're picking up AI, which a lot of people today are not, you will have an unfair advantage. This is not only for the people who are getting started with their careers, but like Dilip mentioned, right, there are a lot of working professionals. As I look at the poll from today morning, 45% of the people are working professionals. There is a lot of awareness issue with what AI can do and how can AI do things, right? Through this mastermind, we tell only one thing, that everything that you are learning, you are essentially supposed to go back to your organization, educate others as well. Not to a very deep level, but for the awareness layer to start coming up, right? Because if your managers and if the leadership team of your organization does not know what is possible with AI, they will never allow the AI systems at all. And the other point that I would also like to add my perspective on is you will see a lot of people saying AI will replace human beings. We have never said that, and we don't say that as well. We feel that AI can only be our companion. It is something that can help you perform more efficiently in a much better way, and that is how we should all be looking at AI orchestration as well. And this mastermind, and even for the people who have already joined the AI Accelerator program, we mentioned this yesterday as well, that the program is less for today, it is more for tomorrow. So the program will only prepare you for the future, not for probably today or not for your immediate needs or tasks, right? I hope all of you are getting that sense. Drop in yes on the chat if you are getting that broad level sense, and you could also drop in any product idea that you're thinking of going ahead and building. But Dilip, thank you so much for being here today. I will take it forward from here. I'll share the resources with them, and I'll also show them the roadmap before I leave everybody with the lunch break.
Thank you, and thanks for being a great audience, and we really loved interacting with all of you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for anybody to be scared about what the markets are reacting like as of today. If you are preparing yourself for the future, you will always be ready for all of the shifts that we are seeing in the markets as of today. I'll share the notes, right? I'll chat. Love the responses and the love that most people are giving to Dilip. Now, here is the resource link. I'm just putting this up on the chat. Day 1 notes are also inside of it. Before we move to the lunch break, I'm going to go ahead, share my screen and show this to all of you. Give me a quick second. All right. There you go. Are you all able to see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen, and if you can also access this drive folder that I've shared on the chat. All right. Now here, when you go into session notes, you will be able to find the notes that we have been sharing since yesterday, starting with the first session on foundations of generative AI to building custom AI bots or custom AI agents that Weber City came and spoke about yesterday, to building landing pages and products, which is vibe coding that you just learned. And the next session after lunch is going to be on image and video generation. So all of the notes have been put up right here. These are all PDF documents. It has step-by-step instructions for you to be able to go ahead and replicate what you learned. These are the documents that you should be spending time on and getting your hands dirty with, right? And then when you get to workbooks, you have workbooks for each and everything that you learned until now in the mastermind. And you also have a workbook for image and video generation. I'll speak about this towards the end of the day once again, because there is a lot of homework that all of you are going to be getting. Something that you can practice with, along with a lot more bonus resources that I will be talking about towards the end of the day, right? So these are resources that I would want all of you to keep with you. Now, as I started the session, yes, as I started the session, I saw that a lot of people missed out on day one that happened yesterday, and you joined in directly today. We spoke about the AI Accelerator program yesterday. You might not have heard about it. After we spoke about it yesterday, a lot of people reached out mentioning that, hey, I didn't know that a program like this existed. Can I get another opportunity? Can I get some extension to the special offer that we went ahead and announced? Now, we wanted to do something based on your response today. So I'm launching a very quick poll before we get into the lunch break. I want to understand how many of you heard about the AI Accelerator program already and joined it, and how many of you have not heard about it but want to know what it is. Let me know by answering the poll. All right, I see a few people mentioning that they have already joined in. I'm going to give the poll 5 to 10 more seconds. So check your screen right now. You should be seeing a poll. Go ahead and punch in your response on the poll. Yes, but I could not join it yesterday as I wasn't prepared. I would like to join now. Say almost 200 people. Insane. Okay, this is insane. Yes, but I have doubts. Say about 127 people. Okay, I'll take questions about it as well during your lunch break. Yes, but I can't join right now. That's absolutely fine. About 1,000 people say that. And no, I want to know what it is. Say another 1,000 people. I will go ahead and quickly talk about it, right? So here's what we decided to do. Yesterday, we went ahead and announced a very special offer for the AI Generalist Accelerator program, which is one of the flagship programs that we conduct inside of Outskill. You will be mind blown when you hear the structure of the program itself, right? And yesterday, we had opened the offer for 20 minutes. It was a surprise for most people. As a result, a lot of people also wrote emails. Now, rather than replying to these emails individually, which could have taken a lot of time, what we decided to do is, because there's a lot of interest and we have just opened up enrollments for the next cohort, we decided to open up 50 seats for today. Only 50 seats at the same discounted price that we had gone ahead and announced yesterday, right? There are close to 12,000 people on this call. As a result, I see such numbers on the poll as well. Now, anybody who has gone ahead and already heard about what the offer is and are very clear about the structure of the program, I'm dropping the enrollment link on the chat once again. You can click on it and you can enroll yourself into the program right now as well for the same special price that we went ahead and announced. And all of the people who are mentioning that you have no clue what this program is, I will quickly take the next 8 to 10 minutes to talk about this program, and only if it makes sense to you, you can go ahead and enroll as long as the first 50 slots are open today. After the first 50 slots are done, we will be closing out the enrollment links, and anybody who feels that you cannot join in at this point of time for whatever reason, it is absolutely fine, because if we spoke about the 5 different levels that everybody needs to go deep into, and this is not us saying it, this is the world saying it, right? That everybody today has to become an AI operator or an AI orchestrator, and there are no 2 ways around it. So everybody has to go deep into all of these 5 levels. Now, you could either do it on your own, which will take additional time, which will take about 1.5 to 2 years for you to find the right resources and practice everything. Or you could take the help of any program whatsoever, be it Outskills program or any program, only and only if you have the luxury of investing in your education at this point of time when things technologically are changing. This program may not be for the students because students have a lot of time. So students can go deep into all of these levels on their own. If you are in your school today or if you are in your college today and if you have the next 3 years to complete your degree or engineering, you might as well spend that time learning AI alongside. But if you are a working professional, a consultant, or an entrepreneur, learning faster is going to... As a result, we always give the roadmap for free to everyone. The roadmap is quite extensive and I'll show that as well. But if you want to do faster than, if you want to take this journey up of going from level 1 to level 5 deeply, you can do it faster than others by being a part of the AI Generalist Accelerator program that we conduct inside of Outskill. This is a flagship program already taken by thousands of people who have gone ahead and shared more about this program on LinkedIn as well. People usually, complete this program in 14 days. That's the beauty of this program. And after 14 days or in the 14-day period itself, they have been able to go ahead and crack consulting opportunities. It's not because of how incredible the program is, it is because of how hungry the market is for people today who know how to, leverage generative. As a result, after the first couple of cohorts of this program, we also went ahead and partnered with Government of India under their National Skill Development Center. So this is a NSDC certified program as well. Everybody who completes this program gets a certificate not only from Outskill but also from Skill India, which is an official certificate. Now, what is this program all about? I'll quickly call that or talk about this so that people who do not have information about this know what it is before you go ahead and decide whether you want to take up this opportunity or not. And as I complete this, I'll call out the names of the people who are going ahead and enrolling. I do see enrollments coming in already. About 9 enrollments have come in so far. But the AI Generalist Accelerator program is a fast-paced, high-impact program designed to help you go from level 1 to level 5. Why do we say that it's fast-paced? Because you don't have to spend 6 months to 1 year in the entire program to learn. While this is a 1 year long program, we have front-loaded most of the learnings. So the program has 6 different parts to it. Part 1 is 14 days of live sessions that you will be attending. So the first 14 days, all of the learnings have been front-loaded. You see the beauty of that? The beauty of that is, after 14 days, you know every possibility from level 1 to level 5, and then you start building on projects, you start practicing. And while you practice, we help you out. Because the community stays, we have something called as weekly live sessions that I'll be talking about. But the part 1 of the program is a sprint for 14 entire days. So it needs high commitment, not just the investment in terms of money, but high commitment in terms of time as well. And the reason why we do it in such an intense manner is because of the results that we are able to drive just because of doing it this way, right? So 14 days of highly committed people coming together, learning every day live. And the sessions are unlike the sessions that we are having in the mastermind because we don't have tens and thousands of people in the accelerator program. It's a limited group. So you basically get to turn your camera on, you get to ask questions, you get to meet other cohort members and everything around it. Part 2 of the program is after the 14 days are done, you get into a build-a-thon or a hackathon and you build a full-fledged AI product from scratch in just 48 hours. So your portfolio, AI product portfolio will already get started. Part 3, Part 4 and Part 5 are 3 different content libraries that you will be getting access to because the focus in this program is not just AI, right? It's also about how can you become a generalist, how can you learn business foundations, how can you learn monetization strategies as well. As a result, we partnered with Cairo School of Business that will teach you foundations of business. And why this becomes important is because Tomorrow, if you decide to launch your own product, one part of it is using AI to build the features of the product, but the other part of it is GTM. How do you launch the product into the market? How do you get users to subscribe to your product or start using your product? How do you monetize from the users? How do you increase the LTV of your customers who are coming into your product? All of those things are things that you would need in your entire journey, and you get that as part of the content library. Also monetization strategies, where you learn organic sales, where you learn how to grow your personal brand, how to grow on platforms like LinkedIn, how to do cold emailing in the right way, skills that will essentially help you reach out to people that you can sell your services to. Part 6 of the program is 54 plus live sessions over the next 1 year. So you see what we are doing here. We are teaching you in the first 14 days, and then we are letting you go ahead and practice and work on your problem statements. As you work on your problem statements, you attend weekly sessions with us once every week, so that you can ask questions, so that we can go ahead and share updates with you. Very recently, couple of days back, GPT-5 got launched, right? Many of you here are from Rajamani's podcast with Webhub, but when that podcast got shot, OpenAI had not launched GPT 5.5, hence we could not cover it in that podcast. We are covering it in the mastermind, and we are talking about it in the weekly live session. As a result, you will always stay updated when you are a part of this entire community of the Accelerator program. And this community today has, 70% of the people have over 10 plus years of experience. That's the kind of community that you will be working with. Now, there are 2 slots that you can pick from. One is the May slot and one is the June slot. So we are doing the 14-day sprint again from 22nd May to 7th June, and option 2 is from 26th June to 12th July. And in case these options don't work out for you, you can always enroll and defer into a future batch, because the offer that we are putting out in this batch of I'll talk about that price as well. However, the sessions in the first 14 days happen from Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST. Or for people who are from outside of India, it will be about 9:30, or it will be about 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. EST. And on Saturday and Sunday, the timings on the slide are wrong. It's 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. IST and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST. Right? The full day of Saturday and Sunday you will be spending inside the sessions itself, and this is for the first 14 days. And recordings are available for every session of
दुनिया भर में कृषि कार्यों के लिए आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और ड्रोन का उपयोग बढ़ रहा है। भारत में भी सरकार कृषि क्षेत्र में तकनीक के उपयोग को बढ़ावा दे रही है, ताकि बेहतर उपज के साथ साथ किसानों की आय में भी वृद्धि हो। किसान ड्रोन खेती के आधुनिक उपकरणों में से एक है, जिसके इस्तेमाल से किसानों को काफी मदद मिल सकती है। ड्रोन से बड़े क्षेत्रफल में महज कुछ मिनटों में कीटनाशक, खाद या दवाओं का छिड़काव किया जा सकता है। कई बैटरियों से लैस एक ड्रोन का उपयोग दिन में कम से कम 6 घंटे के लिए किया जा सकता है, जो लगभग 30 एकड़ खेत को कवर करता है। ड्रोन छिड़काव करते समय हानिकारक रसायनों के संपर्क में आने से किसानों को बचाता है और खेतों में सांप जैसे जहरीले जानवर के खतरे से भी राहत दिलाता है। ऐसे दुर्गम और पहाड़ी क्षेत्र और ऊंची और घनी फसलें जहां पारंपरिक तरीकों से छिड़काव पूरी तरह संभव नहीं, वहां भी किसान ड्रोन बहुत उपयोगी है। स्प्रे के साथ साथ कृषि में ड्रोन द्वारा मल्टी स्पेक्ट्रल मैपिंग और इमेजिंग से खेत में दिखाई देने वाले लक्षणों के प्रकट होने से पहले ही पौधों के स्वास्थ्य में सूक्ष्म भिन्नता, नमी की कमी, पौधों की वृद्धि, घनत्व, स्ट्रेस आदि का पता लगाया जा सकता है। इससे न सिर्फ लागत में कमी बल्कि समय की बचत भी होती है। ड्रोन एक मानव रहित विमान है जो एक तरह से उड़ने वाला रोबोट है। इसे दूर से नियंत्रित किया जा सकता है। सॉफ्टवेयर नियंत्रित सिस्टम के जरिए भी ये उड़ान भर सकता है। चूंकि ड्रोन को चलाने के लिए विशेष स्किल सेट की जरूरत होती है, उपयुक्त प्रशिक्षण के द्वारा ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में इससे संबंधित बहुत से रोजगार के अवसर उत्पन्न किए जा सकते हैं। आइए वीडियो की शुरुआत करते हैं कृषि में उपयोग होने वाले ड्रोन के साथ। हम बताएंगे कि कृषि में किस तरीके से ड्रोन का प्रयोग किया जाना चाहिए जिससे फसलों को नुकसान न हो और कीटनाशक का बराबर मात्रा में पूरी फसल में एक साथ उनका छिड़काव किया जा सके। 25 किलो से छोटा ड्रोन कीटनाशक और उर्वरक के छिड़काव के लिए उत्तम माना गया है। बहुत ज्यादा उच्च क्षमता वाले ड्रोन इसके लिए कारगर नहीं है। फसल कैनोपी पर 1 से 3 मीटर की ऊंचाई से छिड़काव के लिए सरकार द्वारा मान्यता प्राप्त 10 किलो पेलोड वाले किसान ड्रोन को उपयुक्त माना जाता है। किसान ड्रोन चलाने से पहले, उसके दौरान और बाद के विवरण और सावधानियां। ड्रोन उड़ाने से पहले आइए कुछ महत्वपूर्ण बिंदुओं पर चर्चा करें। ध्यान रखें कि आपका क्षेत्र ग्रीन जोन में है, जहां ड्रोन के संचालन के लिए अनुमति की आवश्यकता नहीं है। खेती में मौसम की भूमिका महत्वपूर्ण होती है, इसीलिए मौसम का सीधा असर फसल पर पड़ता है। ठीक इसी तरह मौसम का असर ड्रोन पर भी पड़ सकता है। तो किस मौसम का ड्रोन की उड़ान पर क्या असर पड़ता है और किन खास हालातों से ड्रोन प्रभावित हो सकते हैं, आइए जानते हैं मौसम के हिसाब से ड्रोन के संचालन से जुड़ी बातें। ड्रोन उड़ाने से पहले मौसम की स्थिति चेक करें, जैसे कि उपयुक्त हवा की गति, तापमान, नमी और आर्द्रता आदि सब सही हो। सुनिश्चित कर लें कि तापमान 4 से 50 डिग्री के बीच में है। तेज हवा चलने पर ड्रोन का टेक ऑफ, ड्रोन की उड़ान या ड्रोन की लैंडिंग के दौरान कंट्रोल मुश्किल हो सकता है, जिससे ड्रोन दुर्घटनाग्रस्त हो सकता है। बारिश की वजह से ड्रोन के इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंपोनेंट्स खराब हो सकते हैं। तापमान में गिरावट होने पर ड्रोन की सीमा और उड़ान का समय कम हो सकता है। और कोहरे के मौसम में विजिबल डेटा जमा करने में ड्रोन के कैमरे की क्षमता कम हो सकती है। मौसम के अलावा पक्का कर लें कि ड्रोन अच्छी स्थिति में है और छिड़काव प्रणाली में कोई रिसाव नहीं है। ड्रोन के टेक ऑफ, लैंडिंग और टैंक मिक्स ऑपरेशन के लिए कोई एक जगह निर्धारित करें। फसल में कीट, बीमारी और खरपतवार के प्रकोप की सीमा जानने के लिए खेत का निरीक्षण करें। सुरक्षित संचालन के लिए क्षेत्र के चारों ओर बाधाओं की, जैसे दीवारों की, पेड़ों की जांच करें और उन्हें चिन्हित करें। आसपास के जल स्रोतों को प्रदूषित होने से बचाने के लिए उनके पास कीटनाशकों का छिड़काव न करें। डीजीसीए, सीआईबी और आरसी द्वारा निर्दिष्ट किए गए ड्रोन उपचार और गैर लक्षित फसल के बीच कम से कम 1 मीटर का बफर जोन सेट करें। ध्यान रखें कि छिड़काव के बाद जानवरों और व्यक्तियों का एक खास समय के लिए ऐसे क्षेत्रों में प्रवेश न हो। फसल सुरक्षा दिशा निर्देशों के अनुसार रासायनिक छिड़काव की योजना बनाएं। खेती में ड्रोन के महत्व को अब आप अच्छी तरह से समझ चुके हैं। साथ ही आप ये भी जान चुके हैं कि ड्रोन उड़ाने से पहले क्या क्या सावधानियां रखनी चाहिए और किन किन बातों का ख्याल रखना चाहिए। आइए अब जानते हैं ड्रोन उड़ाने के दौरान हमें किन बातों का ध्यान रखना है ताकि ड्रोन सुरक्षित रहे और आप उसका इस्तेमाल भी अच्छे से कर सकें। सबसे पहले हम ड्रोन को ग्राउंड पर रखकर इसकी सारी आर्म्स अनफोल्ड करके स्ट्रेट कर लेते हैं और इसके स्प्रिंग लेजर्स को हमने इनेक्ट कर लिया है और अब हमारा ड्रोन रेडी है। इसके बाद हमने पावर कनेक्शन किया है, जिसके बाद हम इसमें कैलिब्रेशन करेंगे। तो अभी आप देख रहे हैं कि ड्रोन के सभी आर्म्स में ग्रीन कलर की लाइट जल रही है। इनमें पावर आ रही है और इसमें आप एक बीप की साउंड सुन रहे होंगे, जिसका मतलब है कि पूरे ड्रोन में पावर आनी शुरू हो गई है और अब हम थोड़ी देर वेट करेंगे क्योंकि ड्रोन के इंटरनल सेटअप के लिए एक ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर होता है और वो टेम्परेचर जैसे ही 45 डिग्री होगा हम ड्रोन को कैलिब्रेट करेंगे। अभी हम समतल जमीन पर ड्रोन को कैलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं। ध्यान ये देना है कि जब आप मूव कर रहे हैं तब आप बहुत ही धीरे धीरे मूव करें। ध्यान दें जब आप मूव कर रहे हैं जर्क ना आने पाए। ध्यान से देखिए कि किस दिशा में, कभी लेफ्ट, कभी राइट, कभी नोज अप और कभी नोज डाउन करना है। ड्रोन के साथ मिलने वाली मैनुअल में भी आपको इस प्रक्रिया की जानकारी मिलती है और इसके साथ साथ जीसीएस में भी नोटिफाई होता है कि आपको कब कौन सी कमांड लेनी है। ये देखिए जीसीएस में एक आवाज आई, कंपास कैलिब्रेशन डन, यानी कैलिब्रेशन का काम पूरा हुआ। इसके बाद अब हम पावर सोर्स को रिबूट करेंगे। आपको ध्यान से देखना है कि ड्रोन आर्म्स बैंड की स्प्रिंग ठीक से लगी हुई है ताकि कहीं पर कोई गैप ना आ रहा हो। हमने एक लेवल ग्राउंड चेक किया है ताकि दोनों लेग्स प्रॉपर रहे और डिसबैलेंस ना हो। इस तरह हमें सभी 6 आर्म्स चेक करनी है। इसके बाद हम सारे प्रोपेलर्स ओपन करके देखेंगे कि सभी अपनी दिशा में बिल्कुल ठीक है। उनके ऊपर मार्किंग बनी हुई है, आप उनको भी देख सकते हैं। जैसा कि आप देख पा रहे हैं ये हमारा क्लॉकवाइज मोटर है और उसके साथ ये क्लॉकवाइज प्रोपेलर लगे हैं। दोनों पर मार्किंग बनी हुई है और साथ में काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज है। और ये देखिए सभी 6 मोटर्स पर काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज और क्लॉकवाइज का मार्क बना हुआ है। इसको सुनिश्चित कर लें कि सब पर जो मोटर लगी उसके साथ ही प्रोपेलर लगा हुआ हो। अब हम ढक्कन खोलकर इसमें पानी डालेंगे। हम देख सकते हैं कि इसमें ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट लेवल का फिल्टर लगा हुआ है। हमने एक बीकर में पानी भरा है। इससे हम टैंक में पानी भरेंगे और ये चेक करेंगे कि इसके नीचे पंप या जॉइंट वाले पार्ट में कोई लीकेज नहीं है। जैसे कि हम देख पा रहे हैं टैंक में किसी भी तरह का कोई लीकेज नहीं है। ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि लीकेज होने से केमिकल की जो एफिकेसी हमने प्लान की है वो चेंज हो सकती है। इसके बाद हमने इसमें डाईफार्म मोटर लगाया है, वो भी एक जाली का काम करती है। इसमें एक इनलेट पाइप है और एक आउटलेट पाइप है। इससे इन सारे नोजल्स में पानी या केमिकल जाता है। हम एक नोजल भी निकाल कर ये देखेंगे। हमारे ड्रोन में किसी भी कंडीशन में केमिकल से जोगिंग नहीं होनी चाहिए, जिसके लिए हमने 3 लेवल पर फिल्ट्रेशन लगाया है। अब जो आप ग्रीन कलर कैप देख रहे हैं इसके अंदर एक स्टेनलेस स्टील की टिप लगी है जो कि फ्लैट पैन नोजल कही जाती है, जो कि 200 माइक्रोन का स्प्रे प्रोड्यूस करती है। और ये एंटी ड्रिफ्ट नोजल है और इसका 110 डिग्री का स्वाद होता है जिसे ये कवर करती है। और स्टेनलेस स्टील टिप का 120 डिग्री का कवरेज होता है। इसके रखरखाव में बस यही ध्यान रखना है कि काम के बाद साफ पानी से धो देना है। जैसा कि आप यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं कि इसमें हमने 220 माइक्रोन का फ्लैट पैन नोजल यूज किया है और इसका टिप स्टेनलेस स्टील का है। इस टिप में हमें 3 मीटर की हाइट पर 3.8 मीटर का प्रॉपर कवरेज मिलता है।